Hello and welcome back to Nerd Doc. This video is a spoiler-free review of Scream, which we'll call Scream 5 for clarity. We'll touch on some things from the trailers, but that's about as spoilery as this review is going to get. If you need a quick refresher on the first 4 Scream movies, you can check out our Scream timeline video linked below. We'll also have additional coverage of Scream 5 coming once the movie has been released that you can also find below. Scream 5 is a requel in every sense of the word. It introduces plenty of new characters that will likely carry the franchise forward, while still retaining enough of the classic characters that fans of the first 4 movies have something to enjoy as well. If you've never seen a Scream movie, we need to set a few things straight because this is not your typical horror film. Scream films are generally considered light parodies of horror movies. There's plenty of blood and gore and a few jump scares, but these films are also very self-aware. There's always at least one person explaining the rules of horror movies, and it adds a bit of comedy to the horror genre. This isn't over-the-top comedy of the Scary Movie parody films, or even Marvel movie levels of comedy, but it's far less serious than most other horror movies. With that quick explanation out of the way, Scream 5 is a great Scream film. There are some jump scares, but it's very tame and not all that scary. This is right in line with the other Scream films, but certainly tame compared to more traditional horror movies. The basic premise of Scream 5 is that it's been 25 years since the events of the first film. We're now back in the fictional town of Woodsboro, California, and another Ghostface has appeared and started killing people again. Sidney, Dewey, and Gale are all back with a bunch of new faces. Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, and David Arquette don't miss a beat with Scream 5. It's been over a decade since Scream 4 released in 2011, but these 3 feel right at home returning to their original roles. It actually took Neve Campbell a little while before she agreed to sign on to the film, and that shows a little bit in the script, but overall they fit in very well with the story and the new characters. Everything that you would expect out of a Scream movie is here. You can probably follow along even if you've never seen a Scream film, but if you want to make sure everything is fresh in your mind, you only really need to watch Scream 1 and Scream 4. With those 2 movies under your belt, you'll be able to follow along with all the important parts of Scream 5. As we previously mentioned, Scream 5 is not particularly scary, but that falls in line with the franchise as a whole. If you enjoyed any of the previous Scream films, this is the best sequel. It isn't quite as good as the original, but given the nature of these films, it would be difficult for a sequel to outshine the first Scream. Most of the new cast members are typical teens, but for the most part they fit in well with the story and aren't overly annoying. We here at Nerd Doc give Scream 5 4 out of 5 stabbings. That wraps up this video. Be sure to check out our links below for more Scream 5 coverage. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who loves the Scream franchise.